Hello everyone, TimeToGrind here, and today I wanted to talk about Hearthstone Battlegrounds, because if you don't know, there was a Hearthstone auto chess announced at BlizzCon, along with a lot of other stuff, and a pretty awful apology by the CEO about the whole Hong Kong situation. But the reason I wanted to talk about Hearthstone Battlegrounds is because it seems interesting and also possibly a little bit pay to win, and I'll get into that in a little bit, but to kind of just off the bat, it's kind of plays like your normal auto chess except with cards, and you play them on the field like Hearthstone, and then they're going to battle each other, kind of like some of the old tavern brawls or stuff. I haven't played Hearthstone in quite a while, but it used to be a huge game of mine, and now I am a auto chess fan in terms of that kind of like filled the spot of card games for me. So I wanted to talk about Hearthstone Battlegrounds because it looks kind of interesting. The trailer, kind of looks promising, but it is Blizzard, and so we have a little bit of a pay-to-win aspect to it. So I just wanted to, I showed you the trailer that they put out, and I wanted to just kind of go over the blog post because it kind of gives you a little more information. So it kind of says that there are 8 players, and, there's a bunch of stuff like murlocs, mechs, demons, and stuff, and it's played differently than you've ever seen before. So there's 24 different heroes, and they all have their own unique hero power that changes how you play. So it says someone's was Maleficent, Mana Storm, and they passively cause all mech minions that appear in Bob's Tavern, which is I guess kind of like a shop in auto chess, to gain an additional +1/+1, so you might want to focus on that. And with Tavern Time, it says that instead of having your cards, you have an ever-evolving board of minions, and it works the same. You buy the minions that have the different, rarities and stuff, and you build them. You can refresh your board, so you can reroll. You can sell your minions. You can freeze the board if you see something you like. And then you also upgrade your tavern, which is interesting because it also depends on, or it also has to do with how much damage you're dealing to the enemy health. If, it's determined by your tavern tier. So that seems kind of interesting. The higher your tavern tier, the more powerful minion offerings you'll receive, and the more damage you'll deal. The cost of upgrading your tavern tier will increase every time you upgrade to the next level, and choosing to forego upgrading your tavern tier will reduce the cost by 1 the next time you return to the tavern. Seems kind of interesting. And then also, obviously, if you get 3 of the same minion, they upgrade, and they upgrade into a golden version of the minion. So apparently you can only upgrade them once. It's not like you can also get, 3 goldens and they do something, and they retain all the buffs that got put on them. And one thing that is interesting, though, is that you don't keep your money. So one thing it says here is recruiting minion. Every time you enter the tavern, Bob will present you with a fresh lineup of minions willing and ready to be recruited onto your team. Of course, you'll need to play any minion you'd like to recruit with coins before they do your bidding. Recruiting a minion will cost you 3 coins. And it says up here, most things you do in the tavern will cost you coin, and coins can't be saved to be spent in future rounds. And from what I've heard, a lot of people say that makes the game kind of less strategy because you're taking the whole economy aspect out of auto chess, and that's a pretty big part in most of the auto chess games. So the fact that, it might make it more streamlined, but it's gonna take a little bit out of it. And, so you arrange your minions, there's combat, there's a whole ranking system it talks about, and then it gets to this point. So we wouldn't be Activision Blizzard, if we weren't going to do some stupid thing to ruin it all. So prepare to enter the Battlegrounds. Once Battlegrounds makes its way into Hearthstone, it will be accessible through a new modes button from Hearthstone, which will also include Arena. While access to Battlegrounds will be completely free for everyone with the Hearthstone account, players who have acquired packs of the most recent Hearthstone expansion through any means, quests, gold purchases, bundles, events, etc., will have access to the following bonus Battlegrounds content. So at 10 packs, you gain access to detailed stats about your battleground performance. So you can't see your stats unless you have played or bought 10 packs of the most recent set. But that's, technically not the biggest pay-to-win thing ever. Then at 20 packs, you can choose from 3 heroes at the start of the match instead of 2. So, the whole hero aspect that, there's all these different heroes, and you have to select one at the beginning of the game, and they impact the gameplay. Well, if you buy 20 packs of the most recent set, you have an advantage from the start. And I know it's not the biggest advantage in the world. You're just like, well, it's giving you more options. Well, there will clearly be some things that are more stronger than others. So potentially, if you haven't bought in 20 packs, okay, and you get offered 2 heroes and they're both trash, well, you're kind of out of luck. But if you're offered 3, you have an increased chance of getting one of the better heroes, because I guarantee you there will be heroes that are stronger than others. So I know it's not the most pay to win thing on the planet, but I really want to talk about it because there hasn't been any auto chess game, as far as I know, you know, in the original Dota auto chess mod that got popular, in auto chess itself, the Chinese company making their own version, in Dota Underlords or Teamfight Tactics, there have not been anything even what I would consider to be pay to win, and I have an extremely low tolerance for pay to win. There's been none of that. So this is, of course, the first example of Blizzard trying to break into the auto chess genre. They introduce a pay to win mechanic, and it's not the worst thing in the world. I do understand that, but it is something. And one thing I do want to point out is you have to have those packs be from the most recent expansion. So say you've, spent 20 packs, okay? You bought 20 packs and you have this thing. A new set comes out, it just strips all of this stuff away from you, and it's like, nope, you gotta buy 20 new packs to get all of this stuff. So the fact that you're going to constantly have to keep buying packs in order to have that is a little silly. And then at 30 packs you get unique emotes and stuff like that, and then they have a beta for, the beta comes out earlier if you bought the BlizzCon ticket, or of course if you do the $50 pre-order for the newest set. And so overall there isn't much to talk about in this. I wanted to talk about it because it's a little interesting. I am interested to see how it works. I don't think I'm going to play it too much. I'll probably try it and make a video on it at some point, but I just wanted to talk about it because it was interesting, and also the fact that, of course, the first time Blizzard breaks their way into the auto chess genre, it's pay to win. So overall, I'd love to hear you guys' opinions on this, or anything else that happened during, BlizzCon for that matter. And if you enjoyed this video, then consider leaving a like down below and subscribing to see more content. New videos come out whenever I guess I want to make them. And if you guys are having a great day today, I hope you continue having a great day. If you guys aren't having a great day, I hope you guys start having a great day. But either way, guys, I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. See you guys next time.